Guess who's back, 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 back. It is. It's me! Hi guys, Barry Tremblay here once again, and I am back, baby. And it's good to be back, and it's been, quite a while since I've been gone. Like 3 months, maybe? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you guys can find out. But anyway, but I am back. After a long time, I am officially back from the dead today, and out of the YouTube graveyard. And I'm here with another video. So, yeah. And apologies for the lack of absence there, just wasn't feeling that spark, and I had a lot of things coming up. Like sometimes, during the my days off of YouTube, I became 19 years old, so that's good. But I graduated from high school, kinda, and I got 2 good girls as kids. Say hi, you two. No, I love you too. Even if the Lizzie plushie kind of looks like she's in mid-burp. Anyway, enough of that out there. Now let's talk about the real business there. Now let's get down to business and start talk. And now that I got that spark going there, time for me to start talking. And I feel a spark for officially one episode of Death Battle in particular. One Bakogo versus Reze. Now I know I'm a little late to do a review of it there, but I haven't posted a video in like a while now, so I'm pretty sure if I talk about basically anything there, I'm bound to get some praise for it there. So, anyway, let's start talking about this battle there. And if you can tell from the thumbnail and title of this video, it has a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. But why is that? Let's find out. Now, unlike other videos where I talk about Death Battle episodes there, where I just review the episode of itself, and just leave it at that, I'm doing something a little different there. Because Bakugo vs. Reze doesn't really have too much to talk about. I mean, Bakugo's analysis was decent, Reze's analysis was pretty good there, and with it and the upcoming, and Denji's analysis there from 2 months later, it was a pretty good. It made me watch Chainsawman and a couple other animes. And the fight is kind of like what would happen if Death Battle decided to hire Michael Bay as the fight choreographer for this episode. In other words, it's just a bunch of explosions and nothing more. Or with nothing really popping out. But anyway, I have something else there. And this is with the battle's, existence of itself. You see, there's a lot of things against this battle there when it comes to just existing as entirely. So, yeah. But, since there's a lot to unpack here, so let's break it down into 3 chapters. There's the Champion's Island, and the Chainsawman, and the Heyp. Now let's start with the Champion's Island. Now, if you don't know, Death Battle had himself a little bit of a tournament there. Another one of those there. What a shocker. But unlike the last one there, where it was just a straightforward voting for which matchup is better than the other matchup there, with a lot of upsets and some heartbreaks along the way, they decided to spice things up a little bit, with only letting in characters in there. And doing a little bit of a total drama / survivor kind of thing, which is a pretty interesting idea. And there was a lot of characters in there, and with only 16 characters being let into that island, which was all good. There was several characters there, but at the end of the day, it went down to the winner being Kamen Rider Geats from Kamen Rider. And his opponent being Nira of Fate, which, I'm not sure that battle's gonna be good. After hearing the Grambles' review of it there, I'm not sure we made the right decision here. of course, there's a lot of characters that didn't get into it there, which people are definitely bummed about there. But one character did get in there, and his name was Koski Bakugo. Oh, he didn't make it into the Champions Island final pick, though. Oh, he failed alongside with several other characters there, like Mark of Invincible, Vilgax, and several others. There's along with Ken Kaneki. But imagine this. After the Champions Island has failed to bring us the exploding man of My Hero Academia to the battlefield of Death Battle, you get to wait for 2 whole months, and then, oh wait, what is this? What do you know? Bakugo is coming to Death Battle. Oh, and he's fighting Reze. Sweet! Now, I didn't even... Sweet! It didn't matter if he got on the Champions Island or not there. He was getting it anyway. That's sweet! But then you realize something. Wait, Bakugo was going to get on Death Battle no matter if he made it on the Champions Island or not? Or if he won? Wait, what? Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. And, I mean, you had several characters inside the Discord server there, where people were requesting several characters there, with several of them there getting a lot of votes. And yet you chose to bring Bakugo in there, even though you knew, that he's going to be coming on to Death Battle in a short amount of time there, since you put him inside the Kickstarter, but not mention him there. So why bother putting him inside the Champions Island there? I know he didn't get on there, but still, having the possibility that he could possibly get on there, it just doesn't make any sense. And what if he actually won the Champions Island there? He would still get the 4 matchups treatment there. And we'll have to either be decided between Reze, Rexplode, Geno, between Reze of Chainsawman, Rexplode of Invincible, Genos of One Punch Man, and Squidward of SpongeBob. Okay, that last one might not happen. I not have been on that poll there, but I really like it there, so let me have this. There. And what if Reze lost that poll there if Bakugo won there? Do they just scrap the entire episode there, and just start doing the other one? It just doesn't make any sense, man. And I know My Hero Academia has ended and all that, and they want to capitalize on it there, which is a totally different problem there that I'm going to be talking about later. It just doesn't make any sense there. I mean, I'm not saying Bakugo got in there because Death Battle was running out of characters there to put inside Champions Island there, and they decided to do it there because they had no other characters there. But what I am saying there is that fans of Luz from Owl House, King K. Rool of Donkey Kong Country, and Uzi Dorman of Murder Drones are now super pissed. Yes. And if any of those 3 were on the actual island itself there, or in the roster or there, they probably would have changed things up a little bit. Would either of them won? No. So at most, I see them at least making Ash Williams win. So that's a plus. But anyway, so that's it. Now let's go on to the next one. That's Chainsawman. And now Reze was here to mainly boost and popularize the new movie of the Chainsawman movie that came out not too long ago. And although I haven't seen it yet judging by the anime, the 12 episodes of the anime there out on YouTube or Crunchyroll, if you want to go there, then it seems like it's going to be pretty good. But I mean, I might even watch it sooner or later. But even then, there's another problem here. And that one was, just 2 episodes after Bakugo vs. Reze, we got Yuji vs. Denji, which was a pretty good and awesome episode. I liked it. It made me pick up Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen, which is a big plus. So, good job, Death Battle. You made me check out the series of the characters you're using. So, that's a start. But then again, when people saw the trailer of Yuji vs. Denji, they were made with a lot of confusion. Which, yeah, makes sense. I mean, they just did a Chainsawman episode there with Bakogo versus Reze. So why do another one there? It's simple. Yuji versus Denji was planned while Bakugo versus Reze just came up there. I'm not sure how or when it came up there, but it just came. And besides, there was a lot more care and effort put inside Yuji versus Denji than in Bakugo versus Reze. Don't believe me? The creators themselves said that you can only do a matchup like Yuji versus Denji one time. Which really says a lot there about Bakugo versus Reze. Feeling like they could possibly just do this matchup there at any point in time. And have the exact same reaction of everybody watching it. Which, yeah, feels kinda right. So why even have it here in the first place there if you're gonna have another Chainsaw Man matchup there coming up there like not even even 3 months later? It just doesn't make any sense. And not to mention there, Yuji versus Denji completely blows. Oh, see what I did? See what I did there? This battle out of the water. Get it? Blows out of the water. Anyway, it's funny because they explode. Anyway, it just doesn't make any sense there. He versus Denji was a lot better than it there. Sure, Bakugo versus Reze had points going for it since it's a sprite battle there, and we haven't gotten those in like 5 million years or so. So I'll gladly take some more of those, but even then there, you got another matchup there with a character from the exact same series as another episode there, which is not even that far apart there. And that episode there is like 10 times better than the other episode there. So it just doesn't make any sense. And so just why? Why, Death Battle? Why? Well, I'll tell you there. In the form of the hype. You see, both series had themselves a lot of hype going for them there. Heck, the Chainsaw Man movie was the main reason why Bakugo vs. Reze got any traction in fans in the first place. So that is indeed something. But there was also, and besides, My Hero Academia ending also caused a lot of focus on My Hero Academia, and its matchups as well, which in turn pushed Bakugo vs. Reze higher and higher until with everybody around there on the community there saying there that it will happen sometime down the line. Right. But here's the problem there. They kind of already capitalized on both of these things there. I mean, they had Mahito versus Shigaraki. They had Shigaraki versus Mahito. And then they got themselves some Deku as Miles Morales versus Deku. Oh, wait, hold on, I'm sorry. Spider-Man versus Deku. God, Death Battle there. What happened there? You got it right the first time there. What happened this time? I don't get it. What is going on with you guys? And now they have Bakugo versus Reze. I mean, first off, Shigaraki versus Mahito is a good matchup there. It had nothing really too big going for it there, but the ending there was good there, and it was indeed pretty nice there. The ending monologue from Mahito, Shigaraki was pretty darn impactful, and had a lot of aura to it. So that's a plus. But Miles versus Deku, on the other hand, again, doesn't make any sense. I mean, I get it there. You're capitalizing on My Hero Academia ending there, and Deku was also done kind of dirty in his battle with Asta. So, I get it. But we don't really want this battle there. I mean, it's decent, alright, but there's not really too much to talk about. Sure, there's a bit there with new quirks from Deku and Miles having new suit made out of Black Panther vibranium, which is interesting, but I don't really see a big need for it to really happen there. You could have chose from any of the other My Hero Academia battles there and would have gotten the exact same result. And then after a little while after a longer period of time there, then a little bit after that there, but not as short as the time spent between Mahito vs. Shigaraki and Miles vs. Deku was there, we are getting Bakugo vs. Reze. Again I don't really get it. I mean, you capitalize on the same thing 3 flippin' times. I'm Staff Battle there. I'm pretty sure the hype is probably dead now. You don't have to capitalize on it there almost all the time there. And as for the Chainsawman movie, yeah, it was good, but Yuji versus Denji, it was coming up 2 more months later, so it just doesn't make any sense. And if this battle happened and after Yuji versus Denji, and after Geats versus Nero, then I wouldn't have any problems with it there. Sure, it will be it's kind of a boring matchup there and a boring battle, with somewhat decent connections there of just new gen anime casuals with exploding powers, which is kind of boring, but even then But no, they chose to put it right here. You're right in the middle there, near the start of 2026. It's the episode that came right after their Ichigo versus Yusuke. And to be honest, they could have done this matchup at, like I said before, they could have done this matchup at any point in time before, or like literally any point of time there, and we would have gotten the exact same reaction. But even then, if they waited that long there until next year, then it wouldn't have much problem there. But there's the problem, that it would lose its hype. If My Hero Academia was basically ending there would probably be old, and while all their new season of Chainsawman is coming out with an assassination arc, which I am kind of hyped for, or I'm not sure it'll be able to hold up that much well. I'm not sure it's going to be able to hold up all the pressure there of the lack of interest there and hype from the series. I mean, with My Hero Academia ending there, I don't think there's going to be much hype from it there. It's like trying to get hype from a dead body. Sure, finding it is awesome there, and you would be getting, would be pretty neat to find. But after the initial hype dies down there, you're basically just left with you just standing around there, looking at a tomb, in a dead body, in a carcass, in a sarcophagus or a coffin. With nothing else to do but just look at it, or just go home. Just go home for the day. What is this death battle? We don't need this. We don't need you, Bakugo versus Reze. So, now that all the 3 categories are gone, and so that is why Bakugo versus. And now that's the end of the 3rd category. Right. So, now, now that all the 3 categories are gone, and that explains why Bakogo vs. Reze existence just doesn't make any sense. And so, with all of the series of a battle there that actually won the tournament there, with having a character that was in a tournament there, which he didn't even get into there, and a battle happening before, or the guy that actually won the battle tournament there's a matchup up there which doesn't make any sense, and having a battle there with having another battle with the same series with another series or battle there having the exact same series there coming very soon from that battle's release date to the entire hype of it there, they're just basically going to be dead. I'm basically just doing it there there to capitalize on the hype moment there since they kind of see the money. Hey there, heck, they even put in the best part of this battle there was your dead meme of the 5 big booms meme. There, you know the one there. Oh, I'm sorry about. Oh, Death Battle. I'm sorry about Bakogo versus Reze blowing. Oh, here's 5 big booms. Boom! 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 Yeah, that moment was kind of funny, which is true. But that moment cannot save an entire episode there. You can't have one meme cannot save an entire episode there. This is not Ben versus Hal. Oh, this is not Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, guys. So, in other words, Bakugo versus Reze was definitely as far from a blast as you can possibly get from there. And I wanted to get gone, and I wish it could just, it tried to blow up big, but it was far from a blast of watching, and it fizzled out in a moment. And that's it for me. So, if you like this video, hit that like button. And I'm also very, very, very close to getting 100 subscribers. So, if you guys haven't subscribed already, consider doing it. Yeah, please, it helped me a lot. Now that that's all done and said, and time to end this thing here. Remember, my name is Barry Trumley, and I'm not extinct just yet.